Cause I backed them up too. And had Naughty the Nerd and Nandine and who else was it? Don and Ion come through and knock a couple bitches in the head too for playing. So yeah, they probably still have hurt. It's one thing for me to cuss your ass out, but when your community show up and kick your ass in the head, it's a different feeling. So yeah, I have made a lot of people angry over here. A lot of people. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to hiding. I won't be rebuttaling any more rooms for a week or 2 or 3. Cause I'm bored. I'm exhausted. When I get bored, I just go back to bed. It's safe over there. Yeah, it's cool over there. You ain't gotta show up to fight, We be over there chilling. We going back over there. There's a lot of content growing on social audio. I want to talk about the new relationships with the alphabet boys. I got to get into it. Megan Thee Stallion has broke the internet, bitch. Shout out to Megan. I keep telling you, y'all call that girl 100 whores. And that nigga ain't did shit but brush that dirt off, bitch. Cause guess what? When he met her, she was rocked up. Cash doll, bitch. So yeah. Yes. Get up. You gotta do the most about me, baby. I think I'm aware. Oh my God. Damn, I was in a tub. Damn, like y'all, I be texting like 9 times. But yeah, so here we go, y'all. I rock rough and stuck with my afro puff. Did it echo big? Bitches is weird as fuck. Let me tell y'all, do y'all ever eat the bum pops?
I like them, but I don't like them.
Cherry lime and blue raspberry. Y'all don't fuck with it? Oh, okay. Hey, Kimmy. Somebody bring Kimmy up. We going back to fan base tomorrow. Well, we can't hopeful. But I'm gonna be on here after the day. I'm done. I think I did enough damage. Now I'm let these bitches bleed. Cause I have to detox. Hey. Rashad, she over here cutting up. Dylan, hey Dylan, congratulations again, baby.
Thank you. I had an interview to be an executive assistant for this healthcare company. Oof.
You got it.
Now keep my options open. My internship out there, I keep my options open.
Mm-hmm. How long was your internship?
It was till I got 240 hours, and I already got my 240 hours already because I was doing doubles. So I was getting paid. Yeah, I was getting paid overtime and stuff. Yeah.
That's what's But
That was a win-win, you know.
so what you been hearing the content?
And now, well, I've been hearing the content about makeup, but what happened? What else happened?
What makeup? Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
So what happened now? Update me.
That's what I was trying to find out. I heard that niggas was crashing today over here.
About what?
I don't know. Trying to say that I was dragging Simone's daughter.
I don't remember that.
Right. Because they need cash out. This coming close to the first of the month.
Pay very close attention to what these 5 pastors say. What do you
When
notice?
people want all they put the rent this time.
The biggest house of any preacher in America.
I love the scripture that says,
They want all your half
help
of the
those
rent
in
this
need.
time.
You
Not
are
half.
lending to the Lord, and He will repay you.
They don't want
I
half
know
of that.
you're
They
like
want it all.
me. You want God to repay you. Nobody can repay you
So,
like
yeah.
Him.
That's what the Bible
But I'm just trying to understand, do I supposed to deal with that either way though?
And it shall be given to you. The more you give,
Things that y'all make up lies
the more I
on your homegirls, kids, and shit is weird.
If someone gives money,
And that bitch still gonna be screaming, that's my homeboy.
absolutely. I think that's what they mean by prosperity gospel.
That's just a great threat. You know, because she
That's my homeboy.
needs me to be dead. Joyce,
I don't like when people try to tell me.
True. All I really do is listen now, because if you got shit to lose, all you can really do is just listen.
Yeah, that's true. I know that's right there.
And the reason I said it is because, let me tell you something. It was because the company who I'm going to work with, who I interviewed for, they are a contractor of the company I'm doing the internship with.
Okay.
And I already knew about the people in my group already that are over there.
Competition to build and define.
Oh, you see how that go? They already knew, and it was crazy.
Damn.
Like, the world is really a small place, so it's just like, y'all can have it. You can have this shit.
You already knew about them?
what is this one?
No, they already knew. No, I didn't know about them. They already knew about my company. They knew about the company I was internship at.
Oh, okay.
They knew the people and everything, because they work with them as a contractor.
Is this Coco? Okay.
Let's say,
Gracias.
if I did happen to be a bad intern,
For a sample?
all you had to do was make a call and ask about me.
That's good. Bueno. Uno? Sí.
Oh, you had to do what?
All you have to do is make a call and ask about me, because they currently work for my company.
Gracias. Thank
So
you.
it was just kind of like crazy, you know?
Hasta luego.
Like, okay, baby, y'all can have this shit. But now, like, I don't really be in the crash out. Like, the only thing I've been hearing is, you know, about the other shit you said you were bringing up, so I'm gonna move on from that. But that's the only thing I've been hearing.
Pesos, which is roughly what you guys are. I gave her 5 pesos. She was very friendly.
Yeah, that
She
ain't
was
really
very
nothing
generous.
though. You know?
There were some statements made earlier about, you know, all the girls being in the same vicinity, the same city, but not finding each other. And I would like to say one thing, though, okay? Ain't none of them hoes went to somebody's mama house and put their feet on somebody's mother's table.
Say that again.
Ain't none of them hoes went to somebody's mama house and put their feet on somebody's mama table. They ain't did that.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Yeah. That's true.
What y'all doing?
We ain't even talking to Dylan. Curtis, did you know Dylan is about to walk across stage?
This is the process of cleaning the feathers on duck meat.
Dylan is one of the few people that came to Clubhouse this time. And now he's a
reformed person.
Wax is a wax
He did his time like a man, and he got his education.
This mixture is very effective in
And
making
now he's ready to go back out in society.
feathers one by one. This is the process of cleaning the
Now I'm
feathers.
gonna get my second year out too. I'm just doing quality down.
What college you graduated from? You don't want to see the college.
I'm just saying, coursework is already done anyway. Everything's Lamar University.
What is it called?
Lamar University.
Okay. Is that a smaller college? Is it a private college?
It's a public college, but it's a smaller college. Not many people know about it. Well,
How big
they know about our nursing school. So they know about our nursing school because our nursing school breeds one of the best nurses ever.
Do they have like anything like every year, like the annual nurse awards? Do they have stuff like that?
No, I never heard of that. They probably do, but I never heard of it. But I do know that people in nursing, like from all over, have heard about a nursing school, like in the U.S. because we have more they breed some of the best nurses ever.
I know black colleges need some good nurses who have good nursing programs.
Yeah.
We was just in here talking like how, they said that Big Nasty said I was kicked off the fan base. But nobody ever believes what that stupid men be talking about though. Yeah.
But you're like the reason people go to fan base most of the time. Because, no shit, if it wasn't for you, I would be going to no fan base.
I know. I don't. Do you think that the obsession will ever stop for some of us, or no?
No, I think that we're doomed in regards to obsession. Like, I don't think it'll ever stop.
That ain't stop. There ain't no reason to. Listen, people with nothing to do with their lives don't ever stop being obsessed with something. Like before us, it probably was some motherfuckers on Facebook. Just remember, I'm gonna tell you this, and I hate to be a little bit vulgar, but when this app closed officially, at least 10 people gonna kill themselves. It's sad. Because we're their therapist, we're their best friend, we're their, their voice of reason, we are their everything. I mean, they can follow me on TikTok if they do close this if they want.
They said they grew back doing 280.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
But they said they
Dr. Julio got 100,000 followers over there, man. They can make it back.
What happened?
Yeah. Because I just can't deal with the Holly Larry, Like, I don't like, he's trash. Jumps double dutch.
You say he like the double dutch?
Yeah, he jumps double dutch. With no shoes on. With fanny pack. With some ashy ass jeans.
With his hand cocked up like a bitch.
Looking like a retarded praying mantis.
Nerd, man.
Like a dirty ass praying mantis. Crashing.
You gotta do the most without me, baby.
Crashing these good people's picnic. They probably like, would y'all get this fucking, who invited this nut?
He's the driver. Do you not see that nigga in all the videos opening up doors? And bitches talk about he a gentleman. Bitch, shut the fuck up. That nigga's a fucking dude boy. Y'all know the fucking difference. That bitches always be trying to make these people seem to be something that they not, cause that's what the fuck y'all be on here doing lying. Knowing motherfucking well y'all some CPN living assholes. Shut the fuck up. We sick of it. We're sick of it. Bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Bitch. Fuck wrong with you saying fucking Curtis' name like you could even speak his name, you poor bitch. You bitches are fucking slow. Fuck.
I will rip that fanny pack off his waist, wrap it around his neck, and then tie him to a fucking tree with it.
Why the fuck wasn't I just thinking that though when you said it? Like I was a little ahead of you, but you said everything in the order in which I thought the events would take place.
That nigga be strapped to that
Yeah.
sliding.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning, be strapped to a sliding board.
Right,
Then it'd be a 4-year-old that'll find him.
right.
Strapped to a sliding. As a matter of fact, he'd be strapped to the monkey bars because he's a monkey. Strap that nigga to the monkey bars with his fanny pack.
Hey, when that nigga mouth be numb, them fucking feet can't even stay together, man.
Let's be on one.
My bad, y'all. You got to do the most of it, baby. Let me get back on this. I need to, like, I'm about to be. This hurts. Baby, I know I'm gonna be knocked out. I just signed some hot ass water. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. I'm about this life, child.
You about to click that band on?
Not yet, cause you know, not yet though. I got an hour.
Okay.
Rashad, don't fuck with my thing.
Well, I'm here for the band. I got me a little band in my room too.
Shit, we need them damn fans, cause I ain't locked up. That motherfucking fans I got is a fucking, that motherfucker say blow off one of that motherfucker. You hear me?
Yeah, mine is like a little air purifier, so it cool the whole room down.
Oh,
You know that shit.
Rashad, send me the link. I know you done bought that on Amazon.
I did. I see it too.
This is so crazy. I'm sorry if I don't move fast enough for you niggas. Like, y'all be doing it. Yeah, them bands ain't no joke.
Man, it's humid as fuck outside tonight. Rashard, where the fuck you been at, bro? Been outside, bro? What's up, man?
No, I've been on the app, but I just been like listening because a nigga been working. Getting off work at fucking 6:30 and 7 p.m.
Hey,
Working all goddamn day.
naughty.
What not to do?
Nah, naughty ass, man. But yeah, don't remember when she was on that night.
Oh, she was drunk.
She was there earlier.
She was talking shit when she was drunk. Okay, Kimmy, I put it in the chat. Thank you.
What do y'all put in the chat?
My little air purifier like fan, and it cool the whole room down. And like it's got a timer on it too, so you can like put a timer on it, and after like 4 hours, it'll shut off.
Mm. I don't want that.
Yeah, it's a little crazy, but you know,
Democracy
yeah.
that we have. Now, can you help us, be a better country and build back?
Okay, that looks.
Said them bomb pops are fire, but that them biscotti ice cream that's dipped in chocolate, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, those are fire. Those are fire. Not too. They got a fan in the chat. That gotta be Ariel.
Hey, Naughty.
Oh, she back? Yeah. You gotta do a Wonder Woman call, man.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's Somali. That's that Somali Wonder Woman call she was doing. Oh, no, I was just telling her, sorry, you didn't remember from when you came in the room that night.
Hey, Rashad, babe, I don't remember shit. What happened?
You remember that?
No, babe.
You always start.
Nike tell it.
I'll let you tell her.
Wait, what I do? You know I love you, right, Rashad?
I love you too. No, you was cool. You wasn't saying nothing crazy. To me, at least.
Okay, well, fuck it then.
Just stay off the Somali line.
What the fuck happened, nigga?
Ooh la la la. Curtis, where you traveling to next, bro?
He going to Somali.
Coming to LA to double dutch with Larry.
Y'all that's
He don't mind his fucking big. Curtis gotta be away from his phone or sleep. Yeah.
No, I'm giving my, I'm just doing something with my dogs. I'm bad. I ain't trying to block you back here, y'all.
Oh my god. Like, so how do y'all buy stuff off of Apples?
off of where?
iTunes.
iTunes? I don't know. Only thing you can buy off iTunes is music. You can buy some music.
You know what? Don't worry about it, because if I wasn't trying to buy no music, I wouldn't have asked how do you purchase something, because for some reason it's
I didn't know. I thought you just look your credit card up to your account. You got an account?
Yeah, but that's
No, you don't gotta buy music. The only thing you gotta do is
Yeah.
buy, you can buy movies.
I don't
You
want.
got iTunes.
No,
you
you
gotta
gotta-
subscribe to iTunes.
No, she gotta get an Apple Music account.
Yeah, but it comes with your iPhone.
Yeah, that's where you don't have to like, just pay monthly with the
It's
subscription.
like $9.99 a month.
Yeah. But if she wants to buy stuff out of the iTunes store, buy albums. Either way, it's the same shit. You still gotta hook your credit card into your account. To your iTunes account, whatever, Apple.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about that. Like, y'all are really acting fucking weird.
Hey, you asked how to purchase. I just told that's how you purchase it.
Man, I got so
Who
much.
fucking with Kim?
These idiots.
Who need that?
iTunes, all you have to do is you should have a music icon right there, and that's how you do it. You
Yeah,
can't
but I don't understand, like, why is it. I don't even know, like, I'm looking and trying to figure out which one of my credit cards is attached. I don't even know where this card come from. This ain't even my card. I don't. Wait a minute, I just removed my card. Oh, shit.
Shit, if it ain't your car, but you better purchase it. The fuck?
Just remove. No, if you just have on your card, just remove
Girl, now you want me to feel
Purchase it. It's on that tab.
you want me to have a black card and Larry moment.
I'm fucking dead, man. Ooh.
I thought you fucked with me. Damn. Thanks for letting me know. Just want me to spill this shit.
Listen,
Y'all,
it's a gift. You got some money? Who sent you some money? Oh, I thought that was a cash app. Yeah, answer that. Answer that. That's hilarious.
like, it just won't.
What you trying to do again?
It just won't let me do shit. Like, it won't let me buy shit. It's so crazy, dude. Is there a free app where I can get, like, hold on, I can't even answer the text message because
You better answer that, man.
to be vegan. They're not vegan no more. I think aliens.
they got big.
Inside that little fucking country you got there, that little piece of a country you got.
They'll all come home and come to our.
Nobody's coming to your aid, dude. They're leaving. Dude, 1,700 millionaires have left
You
your
know,
fucking
everybody goes
country
on
this year
vacation
alone.
time of year.
1,700 millionaires got up and left your fucking country, dude.
It's the end of the summer.
Dude, you got a serious brain drain. You got a serious brain drain.
They want to take Cyprus.
Yeah, hell yeah. They're trying to conquer Cyprus now.
Cyprus is beautiful at this time of year.
Do you like Cyprus?
Yeah.
Mike?
I've never been, but I hear it's beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, it is. You're going to take it instead to Palestine, right?
No, it's just vacation.
Yeah, the new country, Cyprus.
You bought the whole
A few days ago, the cruise ship tried to dock in Greece, and the people didn't allow them to get off the ship. So they had to not disembark, and then the cruise ship had to go to
We're
Cyprus.
used to this, 109 countries.
Yeah, of course you're used to it.
And
Yeah, because you did this to yourselves.
We tried
You
to
did it
block
to
a lot of
yourself,
places.
dude.
After World War II,
Dude,
they
you
wanted
just,
shit.
yeah, of course, you got it, because you're a bunch of dumb fucks that don't know how to just fucking be nice.
Everyone
You're a
hates
bunch of dumb fucks that don't know how to be nice.
us. We were very nice people if you just get to know us.
Very nice. Yeah,
You
right.
just haven't given us a chance to get to know us.
Yeah, maybe like 111 says, when you're on the dark side of the moon, maybe then we'll like you.
You know my friend El Normo, he's really likable.
Everybody loves how more.
You know the dark side of the moon, there is a bunch of fucking shit there. I hope they go there. They will eat them. They will fuck them up.
Hey, question, Morty, question. So you said that Palestinians, like the term, like they actually define them, you know, like it's like, you know, made up. I've heard that before. But my question is why do you think it's made up?
To annoy Jews. People like to annoy us. It's like a national pastime for all the goyim. Because they don't like us, they just try to get under our skin.
Okay, so do you think that like there were Palestinian Jews before 1948?
You mean so-called Palestinian Jews?
Well, the place was known as Palestine, right?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, of course it was.
No, it wasn't. It was called Mandatory Palestine.
It was called Mandatory Palestine. The people in Palestine, they referred to themselves as Palestine, the people of Palestine. During, hold on.
Do you honestly think the British walked around saying mandatory?
Hold on.
Right. Of Palestine.
Right, it was, you know, he's right, the Mandatory Palestine, that's true, it was Mandatory Palestine. But when they, like, well, hold on, but the term, right, their papers, their own newspapers, in 1890, you have papers going back to 1890, right, the Philistine, all this stuff, they refer to themselves as Palestinians, they were the Palestinian Arabs and the Palestinian Jews, right? You have the Third Palestine Arab Congress. That was in 1920. That's way before 1948. They referred to themselves as what? Palestinians.
No, but
They're the Palestinian people.
The so-called newspaper had this zero circulation. Might as well have been the Onion, for all I can know.
I used to do the Onion. God bless it. That was a long time ago. Many years ago.
See?
Well, maybe 20 years ago. I remember. Wait, no. You're not gonna talk over this point. Listen, Morty. I used to go to the freaking bookstore to get the Onion. That's how much I was back in the day. I would like drive to right? The mall. Well, how else? We didn't have the internet. I'm old. We didn't have the Onion wasn't circulated on the internet. It only came in I'm 39, but it only came in like this big magazine, and after the book started getting. I did. I have. That's the truth. But well, it's privileged to a degree, right? Parents poor, broke, no education. Didn't even graduate high school. First to graduate college in my entire family. Both grandparents, I don't even think they got past elementary school. Both sides, you know what I mean? So I put myself through college, through jobs, working. It was, but privilege, relevant to, respective to everybody else on the planet, right? How cool is it to be is there like a 3% chance that somebody would be born to the United States, like populace-wise? So there's like a 97% chance I could have been born somewhere else? Yeah, I was born to the U.S., that's awesome. So, yeah, privilege in that way.
I don't think that's a privilege, right?
Yeah,
it's a curse. Believe me.
Hey.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a curse, because, that's a bad perspective, but it's definitely not the quality of life. It doesn't have good quality of life compared to other places.
My family's been there since 1755. My family's been there since the 1700s. We invented this fucking country. Believe me, it's a curse.
Oh, so you're responsible, Zero.
Hey, Morty.
Yeah,
I have shared.
It's a curse.
Okay, guys, assalamu
alaikum, brother.
Shabbat shalom. Morty, I've shared a YouTube video
in the chat.
You know, you guys are hilarious. You guys are absolutely. I mean, you guys make me laugh so much.
Thank you, Habib. So, Morty, there's a video in the chat. This is from your former Prime Minister, Golda Meir. In that video, she says, I'm a Palestinian and I held a Palestinian passport up until 1948.
Yes, right.
So, what do you have to say on that, Morty?
You know, I think she's speaking a little tongue-in-cheek. She's doing a little satire. You just don't understand her humor.
Wait, wasn't it called the Palestine pound? Like, wasn't it on the money?
It was printed on the coin.
No, also on paper.
No, I'm talking about paper bills. I saw
It's
an
like Monopoly
image.
money. You guys can't use Monopoly money and run around and talk about historical America. You know, when they used to be at the restaurants and you bought a bunch of Monopoly boards.
So
And look, they had take money in America. No, we didn't.
Bobby, so I want to ask you a question. Do you know or do you hear about this 80 years curse on Jewish? You haven't? Every 76 years, if you created a country or kind of kingdom, then after 76 years, you will start in a hell crisis. So,
Now, let me tell you about a curse. Let me tell you about another curse, okay? There was the curse of Babe Ruth on the Boston Red Sox, okay? They traded him to the Yankees. And it was supposed to have never been broken. The Red Sox went like 100 years without winning a World Series. You know what happened? They got Pedro Martinez. He did some voodoo, okay? And he walked around with a midget on his
Wait, you
shoulder.
mean Kabbalah? Kabbalah?
No, not Kabbalah voodoo. He's from like,
wow.
he's like Haitian or Dominican or something. Anyway, he did some voodoo. He had a midget.
Dude, why don't you stick to the fucking subject? Where are you going with this, Nathan?
I'll tell you what I'm
Talk
going.
about what the guy was just talking about, the 76 years and the 80 years. It's nothing to do with Babe Ruth, dude.
Even Ehud Barak, he talked
The
about
Red Sox beat the Yankees. This is my
Dude, listen. Nathan, stop doing this. Nathan, stop doing this, man. Listen to the guy.
Was investing with Jeffrey Epstein, Morty. You heard about it, right? They visited Jeffrey Epstein more than 30 times.
I know, I brought that up in healthy debates when I told him to stop talking about the Epstein files. It's not good for Israel.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we told them all to stop with the Epstein titles, the Epstein files talk. If they want Israel, they need to stop.
When did you say
Hey,
this?
Triple One, sorry, go ahead, yeah, I'm gonna stop.
I was just wondering, when did you do this? Because that's a Zionist space. How could you make
I went, when I left this room and I came back. I was in healthy
Oh,
debates.
okay.
Okay, Triple One, can you educate us about the 76-year
I'm
curse?
well, if he is real Jew, and maybe, I don't know if you read Talmud and some books.
Nah, I don't need to read it, but I know what it says.
Yeah, but it is there. Every 76 years, you start a hell like a curse for 4 years. It happens in Holocaust in Germany. It happens in Babylon. It happens where's in Medina, where's in Muhammad. He killed all the fucking Jew in that place and kicked them out of Haifa. What?
Walaikum salam.
I mean,
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, yes, but I'm talking to remind him that even they've been kicked from cities, every 76 years they have a hell. And after that they start again war to cover it up. That's what happened in 1930.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably just a conspiracy.
Well, Netanyahu, now, I will agree with Triple One. I did hear with my own 2 ears in 2023, after October 7th, when Netanyahu made a speech, and he said, don't worry, I will get us through the 80-year curse. This is what he said, that is on record. And I didn't even know what the hell that 80-year curse is. I thought he was saying the Palestinians were some curse. I don't know. I didn't know it was Judaism at the time.
This curse because they have to start a war. They have to make the world busy with something so they can, run away from the shit. But it happens to them anyway, because, World War II with Hitler, created by, Rothschild, they pushed this guy, was Churchill, to start the war, the coalition, even Hitler, he want to make peace, but they said no. At the end, what happened to them in Holocaust or whatever they call it?
It was created different.
Yeah, but you created Israel after 1948, after the curse finished.
That's right. We broke the.
Yeah. Now you are in the.
Yeah, but 2028. By 2028.
We broke the curse. You saw what happened with Pedro Martinez.
No, the curse is going to break you.
Pedro Martinez broke the curse.
Yeah, just let me tell you. The curse started in May, where you started, Israel established in 1948, May 14, right? So after May 14, 2023, in months started what they call October 7. Until now, we haven't finished. But it's finished a lot of you. Even you are killing civilians. You don't target like, warriors. You're killing just whatever people you see, you kill. Why? Because you don't know what you are doing. Even what happened, Netanyahu, he just went and bombed Iran. For what? Nobody supported him, but that time, even Trump, he told him no. But what happened? Bomb, retaliate, hell on Tel Aviv, on all cities, even killed a lot of people.
Triple One, can I just ask here, did something significant happen like March 1st or so of 2024? That would be the beginning of this. That's the first date of the 76 war. I mean, the 76.
No. 76 war, you mean in...
the curse. 76 years would start March of 2024.
No, May 23.
May 23 and...
67. I was counting, man. I was waiting.
May... That's Alexa. From May 1948 to... hold on, let me ask you.
May 14, 2023, that's the day they start the curse officially. Then, from that day until now, we see. First year was with, October 7. Until the next year happened, Hamas start to kill a lot of them in Gaza. And the third year, which started just last May, 2025. What happened to them? Iran bombed them. Bomb Tel Aviv, right?
In May of 2024?
What?
Yeah, boom, boom, Tel Aviv, boom, boom.
Yeah, boom, boom, Tel Aviv. But we'll see more this year. We will see
Triple one. Do you really believe in this thing?
Yeah, because I went back to the history of them, and I saw every 76 years they start in a hell. People kill them. People, kick them out of the cities. If you go back, how many times they've been kicked? For sure. Every 67.
Oh, wait, this is tricky. May 2024 is when Iran launched their attack on Israel, which is exactly 76 years the start of the curse.
No. 76 years started from 23rd, 2023. You count.
No. 48 to 24, May 24 is 76 years.
Listen, can I just address
2024? No,
theory?
2023.
This theory is getting really tired. Okay, look. All these curses.
Run away from this theory because it's
I'm not running away. I'm facing it head on. Okay.
Yeah, you're facing it.
Yeah, you talk about the 70, 60, 80 years, etc. You know what we never had before? We never had an ambulance. Take a look at my PTR. You know what that is?
What is you mean your profile?
Yeah, my PTR. Go to refresh my picture, my PTR picture. On this screen. Take a look at it.
No, I was right. Exactly 76 years, May 2024. And that's when Iran's hit Israel.
Okay, well, if you look at my PTR, you'll see this is
No,
something
guys,
that Jews never had before. We never had this type of firepower. Okay, there's no way we can lose with the type of firepower you see in my PTR. So,
but
don't hold your breath.
Morty, come on.
You mean the firepower
You know
that you mean the firepower that America's giving you?
Yeah,
You stupid, greedy, begging son of a bitch.
Thank
Quit
you,
begging out taxpayers' dollars. Quit begging.
Supporting Israel.
We don't have it. That's why.
to support you this year.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to keep giving you what we don't have. Marjorie Taylor Greene already told you that we don't have it anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's all the Federal Reserve is printing money anymore for us.
This year.
No, they're not. No, he's not.
Show me where Marjorie Taylor Greene said the Federal Reserve is not going to be printing.
They're not printing. They're not printing, dude. Dude, they're not printing.
When we need money, they'll print.
Dude, they're trying to sell the bonds, and the bonds are not being bought. That's why the yields are going up. Everybody's selling American treasuries. Everybody's selling American bonds. Now Donald Trump has put a tax on the people with these tariffs. August 1st is going to be another shit day, man, for America.
Trump is going to save Israel. You watch.
America don't have no fucking money, dude. We ain't got no money to give you.
Yeah, and actually China purchased the bonds to bail U.S. out, which I found was a little weird.
I will give you money.
No money.
China's selling their bonds. China's selling their bonds.
You know one thing?
China has sold. China is under. China only has about $785 billion now in American bonds and treasuries and investments.
You know what us Jews will
It's
never
Japan.
run out of? What we'll never run out of?
Yeah.
Money.
You want to bet?
guys.
You want to bet? They're running out now. You run out today. Investors are walking away. Sovereign wealth funds are walking away. Samsung walked away. Intel is firing people now. First they were going to build a $30 billion fucking whatever down there, and now instead they're laying people off.
They brought,
You know what money can't buy?
Gulf states.
You know what money can't buy?
Love.
It can't buy you a ticket out of hell.
Oh, that's cute.
But you know why let me tell you, 111, why I don't believe or I don't want to believe in this 76-year theory.
Please.
That's because if Israel escapes the curse on the 76th year, I don't want to wait for another 76 years.
No, yeah. But
So I want it to happen,
This is the extermination of my people.
I am for, not for extermination of the Jewish people, I am for dismantling the Israeli state. I am for it.
I want to tell you something. The first year, not like the second year. Third year is more harder on them than the second year. So we are just started from May 14 2025. We just started the third year. After 1 month, what happens, bomb, killing, okay? We will see still.
I love that song, man.
So this is interesting that last May of 2024 that the Mossad went into Syria and captured over 2,500 items that belonged to Eli Cohen, or Owen, I think it's Cohen, the Israeli spy who was executed in May of 1965.
Yeah, you look at him.
He's the one that got all the way up to the defense minister in Syria. But he had 2,500 items. I don't know what Syria was still doing with them. And the Mossad went in and got them last year.
Yeah, but the thing that they've been in hell since that start of the 4 years curse. They've been in hell. Nobody can imagine that anyone can hit Israel. Nobody can imagine they will run like rats in the bunkers. Nobody can imagine that they will just run by boats to Cyprus. Nobody mentioned. So you will see more. But what I know from the history, the fourth year, that's the deadly one. But we are now in the third year, so you will still, we are in the beginning of the third year.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
I know, but we will see.
Yeah, we will.
We will see.
I find it a
I don't
little
know who will
concerning.
hit you now. I don't know. Maybe not Iran, maybe Turkey this time.
I find it a little concerning that you're so enthusiastic about the destruction of a very divine group of people.
Well, have you not heard your voice? I don't want to hear it again.
I'm not going away.
No, stay. I wanna talk to you. Stay.
Meanwhile, guys, I just want to share a little news here. 10 kids were reported killed in the last 24 hours due to starvation. 10 kids were dead due to starvation. 3 kids got killed due to an airstrike on Gaza. And Witkoff, the U.S.
Special envoy,
Witkoff says that he's meeting European leaders this week to discuss Gaza ceasefire. I really don't understand what is there to meet European leaders to discuss Gaza fire. It's the U.S. that decides and that has to decide.
I can tell you what he's going to discuss. I can explain it.
Before you explain it, can I ask you a question, Bias?
Yeah.
Or Maury, or anyone on stage?
Sure.
Do you know how long it takes to starve to death?
30 days.
Oh my God.
60.
No, 60 days.
60.
You know,
Do you know the process of starvation?
It's not good.
Do you know what your body does?
Morning. Before you continue, this is the thing that I read this week because I want us to understand, because we keep talking about starvation. We don't realize what it is. So I did a little bit of deep dive into it, and believe me or not, I got depressed after reading the scientific description of starvation, the first stage of starvation stage and third stage, what it does to the body. Then when I read in one of the articles that starvation is one of the most painful deaths that a human being can have. I mean, believe me or not, on this panel I have spoken about it 3 to 4 times. So yes, go ahead, Morning, please enlighten us.
Well, I think we should start with what happens when the body starts to starve.
Yeah, these Zionists are very good students.
Hold on, let Morning finish.
Oh, I couldn't hear her, that's why I thought she was I apologize, Morning.
You hear me?
Kind of low, but...
Yeah, we can hear you now, yeah.
Okay.
Zero, you can't hear because you're deaf and that.
The first things that happens is dehydration. So I'm sure everyone, if not majority of the people on stage, have probably been dehydrated at some point in their life. They've had a headache, they've felt nauseous. When your body gets to a point of dehydration that you start vomiting, you have to get an IV. Obviously, we know that there's no medical supplies for these people to get hydration, and they can't hold anything down even if there was food to hold down. And then the next thing that starts to happen is the body starts to eat itself. So any fat tissues, any muscle, anything that the body can consume calorie-wise, it consumes it. So everything right down to the muscle in these infants' bodies, these children's bodies. And then if there's any underlying health conditions, anything, whether that's, I don't know, Crohn's disease, diabetes, whatever. These are problems. These are problems that
let her finish, please.
So for 2 months it takes for the body to starve to death. Do you know how much it takes to survive? 200 calories a day. Only 200 calories. That's a Pop-Tart. So even if these people had 1 Pop-Tart a day, they could survive. 1 slice of toast a day, they could survive longer than they're surviving. So you're gonna sit here and tell me as a Zionist that you think that there's no need to dismantle this Israeli state? The fact that they're willing to do this to children? 2 months starving to death, and it's been going on longer than that.
We need to dismantle Hamas.
Hamas isn't the reason they're starving to death.
Let me add to what
Don't misconstrue what's really happening. Don't gaslight. Don't gaslight.
Okay, Morning, I want to add to what Morning said. Morning, if, these experts now say that in the next 4 to 8 weeks, we will see the effect of starvation. Because it has now, they consider this to be the third stage of starvation, which is basically a fatal stage. After this stage, two things happen. Number one, the body cannot eat anything. Human beings cannot eat by themselves now. It has to be in the liquid form. It has to be force-fed via a tube through your mouth. Number two, or it has to be intravenously fed. They have to be fed intravenously. Okay, and both of these things require medical assistance, and there are not enough medical nurses and doctors in Gaza. That's number one. And number two, the side effect of this is that even if they start, feeding, let's say some of them get to be fed through intravenous methods or through liquids, their muscles need to grow back for them to be able to survive. Because they can kind of live for another 6 months while the muscles are growing. Because one of the worst thing that happens is an adult heart, a heart of an adult person weighs about 300 grams. And when the body starts eating your muscles, the heart muscle also gets eaten up. So much so that at one point it starts, the weight starts going down. So as soon as it touches 150 grams, from 300 to 150 grams on an average, the heart is not able to function as it is supposed to function. So there are a lot of side effects that are going to happen, even if even if Israel allows food aid to go tomorrow or today, and they start refeeding or feeding the Palestinians, they will still die because they may not be able to get the right calories, right nutrients. They may not be able to get liquid food. They may not be getting IV and so on. So this is one thing. The other thing, the side effect of this, which is already telling on the Palestinian population in Gaza, is that there are no Palestinians left in Gaza to give their blood for the hospitals, for the operations and so on. So far, UN has been supplying blood, but a part of the blood was also being, donated by the Palestinians themselves. Now they say that there is hardly any Palestinian left who is medically fit, because they have had starvation, they are going through, they don't get enough water, enough food, so on. So they are not medically fit to donate blood. So that's another thing that's killing. So it's basically, Israel is making sure. This is why I say that the state needs to be dismantled. And I will say, I can come to the White House and say it in a loudspeaker, this state needs to be dismantled in its current form. This is why, because Israel is basically waiting it out. They are just waiting it out because they know, when we know, we people like us who are basically laypersons, when we know that the end is near, Israel has experts, medical experts. Israel has technical experts, medical experts, military experts who would have told them what is going to happen when you starve these people, when they don't get enough adequate nutrients. They know it. So they're basically waiting it out. That's why they keep reneging on the promise of ceasefire. They deny this, they deny that. They basically are waiting it out because the crucial time has started, 4 to 8 weeks. This is what the many of the health experts, international health experts, Médecins Sans Frontières, their experts and so on, these people say. So they're just waiting it out for the next 4 to 8 years, 4 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, but I want to ask one question for this Zionist guy. Do you think that if any Holocaust coming to you in the near future, are you going to run away with it, or from this Holocaust, or from this coming, everybody going to kill you because of what happened to Gaza? Do you don't understand what's going on? How much people hate you now? They don't have the power to kill you or to reach you, right? But one day they will reach you, right?
No, they won't. No.
Are you believe in God or you believe in devil?
We believe in Baruch Hashem, of course. But the point I'm trying to make is that you need to know about are you familiar with Palantir?
Volunteer of what?
Yeah, volunteer. Yeah.
Palantir is our defense against Holocaust, essentially. It's a surveillance system. It's run by Alex Karp. He's a good Jew. And basically what it's going to do is ensure that there will never be another... it's going to be very hard for anyone to lift a finger against a Jew in the future once Palantir is online.
If all those fucking systems are supporting Israel, gone. Fucking gone. Why? You know, the people are really, angry from what's going on. They are angry from their fucking politics. Fucking politicals because they are corrupt.
How come Palantir couldn't stop those Iranian missiles?
Yeah.
The fuck, man, Palantir ain't stopping no fucking hypersonic missile, and they fucking destroyed 20% of the infrastructure of that damn place in 12 days. If they had 12 more days, another 12 days, that fucking country would be gone now.
Behind the corrupt politicians, and they will go right away because the people, they don't like them. They belong to America, they belong to Europe. One day they will kick them out. Then who will support you with the whole fucking world?
We don't need anyone to support each other, and we'll have Palantir.
Why? Because you have money?
Well, we have technology, really.
Money
is just a vehicle.
But Morty, I want you to explain to us how Palantir is going to stop those missiles. I don't understand this. Tell us how Palantir, if fucking Thad can't do it, if David Sling can't do it, if Patriot can't do it, how the fuck is Palantir going to stop those missiles? You got to explain that to us.
You're looking at it in a very reductionistic manner.
Even if you cannot run to Europe, you cannot run to America. A lot of people, they kick you out of the restaurants. Nobody.
Did anyone? Okay. Did anyone see the speech by Jonathan Greenblatt at the Knesset? Does everyone know who Jonathan Greenblatt is?
Yeah, the ADL head.
Did you know?
Yeah. I bought a pair of pants from him on Delancey Street. Yeah, I know who he is.
Do you know what he said at the Knesset? He encouraged.
He said, "You want jackets? We got jackets. You want pants? We got pants."
No, he encouraged Israel to use the same type of innovation that led to the Hezbollah Patriot attack. Okay, he encouraged that, and he said apply that type of innovation to what's happening online with the anti-Semites. Okay, so you're talking about missiles, right? I want you to just take it down a notch a little bit. The Iranian missiles. What if? Okay, Unit 8200, 83, 84. He even talked about creating a Unit 8300. Okay, what if all this stuff comes online and Iran can't shoot missiles into Israel anymore? You see, so it's not about how are we going to stop the missiles.
Now you live in a fantasy land. What if? What if? What the fuck? What if?
You're not living in all you're doing is ranting.
What if? No, dude, you're living in what if, man. I mean, what if?
Listen to Zero.
Man.
You're only going to histrionic and hyperbole. That's all
you believe in God that He might change the whole shit you believe in.
Everything is
He can just send the earthquake tomorrow and fuck you all.
So Morty, carrying your page is out of the question for me, right?
I would not recommend that.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
But it wasn't just pages. There was also walkie-talkies. There was microwaves. There was solar panels. In the future, it just might be cell phones for all you anti-Semites once Palantir comes
Imagine Morty. Let me jump in here. Okay. What Morty says, and what Zero says, both of them are true. First of all, Palantir is the one that developed the lavender system.
And where's
which identified, the AI system identified the alleged Hamas operatives in Gaza. Okay? And based on this, without any human verification, they started killing. That's why we have such a big civilian casualty in Gaza. That's one of the reasons.
It gets better. Do you know about Where's Daddy? You gonna tell them about Where's Daddy?
No, let me tell what I know. Okay, point number two. No, Palantir is not even. No, it's not. The Lavender is not just identifying the so-called Hamas operatives in Gaza. The Palantir is also identifying Israelis who are not in sync with the government of Israel. I think Morty did not know this. So when you use one wrong app or one app to to target somebody, when these things fall in the hands of the wrong people, like in this case Netanyahu, it's going to be used against everybody. And I think Trump has also hired Palantir to do something in the US. I read something about it, but I'm not sure about it. But as far as the Iran issue is concerned, Iran is not depending on, Palantir could still be doing something in Iran to identify people. They could have infiltrated Iranian intelligence system. We don't know that. But Iran is not dependent on any of the American technology for its warfare. Like for example, in the recent 12-day war, they did not use GPS. They used Beidou, which is the equivalent of GPS developed in China. Similarly, every technology that they used during the 12-day war, it was non-American, non-Israeli. That's why the Israeli and American intelligence people could not.
If you don't hear him, he's just snoring.
Am I audible, triple one?
No, I heard this guy, he's snoring. He's not hearing you.
Okay, doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, triple one, let me complete.
No, he's giving good information. Go ahead, brother Faiz, finish.
So basically, Iran made sure that they will not use any of the Western technology in their war against Iran. So that's why they were so successful, because they did not depend on American or Western satellites. They did not depend on Western Wi-Fi or whatever you call the internet and so on. Everything was either their own, self-developed, or it was Chinese. That's why they were so successful in reaching their targets in Israel. So yes, Palantir can do a lot of damage to the Palestinians, but Iran, we have to take it with a pinch of salt. It may not be able to.
Yeah, Chinese technology is taking over, man. So.
You don't want to talk about Where's Daddy?
Yeah, let us know. What is it?
Where's Daddy targets the alleged Hamas terrorists on the battlefield, and instead of killing them on the battlefield, it waits till they go home at night to their family, and then it hits the house they're in.
They don't go home. They don't go home, you stupid ass. They don't go home.
Okay, well then what's
Dude, they don't go home. They're in a battlefield. These are trained soldiers. They're in a fucking battlefield. They stay down in the. You need to go to Telegram. The Telegram will show you that when they're down in their little bunkers and at the end of the tunnels having pizza. They're having pizza, talking about what they did today, what they're gonna do tomorrow. They don't go home. They're in their positions in the battlefield.
Alright, well, where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?
But the thing is, let me tell you something. The scariest part of all these things is that such technologies can be, it's like a knife, it's a double-edged sword. You can use it for the good, you can use it for the bad. Unfortunately, such technologies are being put to use for the bad, because it can be, Hamas is a bad guy today. But there was a time when the US considered the Nusra Front in Syria as a bad organization. Similarly with the Taliban, they said you are a bad guy. Today they are friendly with them. But what I am always afraid of is that these technologies can be used to target anybody. Like they can check, they can literally know who is pro-Palestine on this app and who is anti-Israel, and they can target you. They can literally reach out to you. So this is the scariest part of these technologies.
Thank you for making me
reach my butt. They kiss my ass.
I was trying to explain that to these anti-Semites. They're saying that everyone knows.
Yeah, Marty, your Palantir's lips could reach my butt. Kiss my ass.
Well,
But Marty, you don't get my point. Even though I know that it can reach, I'm not scared of Palestine or Lavender or Israel. That's what every Marty needs to know.
yeah, well, whether you're scared or not is no concern of ours.
What you need to be worrying about is all of your tech people, the brain drain of your country, how they're all leaving and going to other countries. That's what you need to worry about because the tech industry was basically your driving force, was created, 20% of your GDP and 30% of your tax revenues, and they're leaving. 1,700 millionaires left your country this year alone. No, not on vacation, they left. 1,700 of them. In fact, knowing that Netanyahu is going to get them bombed again, because he's going to try to attack Iran, he's going to get them bombed again. They're not coming back. What are they going to do? Stay at the friggin' Marriott, wherever they stay, and then the Marriott gets fucking bombed? They know it. The only people who can't leave that country are the ones who are on the welfare, which is like 60% of your friggin' country. They're all on welfare. They can't. They have nowhere to go. These retired people, and I mean, they put their whole life into this fucking bullshit Zionist plan, and now they're stuck there. I mean, a lot of them are sitting there saying, "Damn, why the fuck did I sell that house in Britain and move to this fucking place?" That's what they're probably. I noticed they're pulling their hair out. Why did I sell my house in Birmingham? Now I'm fucking stuck in fucking Tel Aviv, running to the shelters every other 20 minutes.
You sound like a very angry person.
The shelter. They're living in fucking shelters, man. They're living in shelters.
You sound very angry.
The only ones that, yeah, I might sound angry to you, because that's your emotional response to what I'm telling you. In fact, I'm giving you fact, and you relate to it emotionally.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't seem angry at all.
Yeah, okay, whatever, man, whatever. It is what it is, dude. I'm just calling. Hey, I'm like the guy that's sitting up there in the lodge, overlooking the New York Yankees baseball game. I'm just calling the game. All I'm doing is say, hey, he struck out. Oh, okay, you know. That's all I'm doing. I'm the announcer, man. All I'm doing is announcing the game. All I'm doing is calling the game. It is what it is. You guys are striking out.
And that's the most difficult of all
You seem
things.
to me more like the hustler outside trying to peddle nonsense.
Because the ego
You're
doesn't
doing it this
exist.
way.
But of course, if you try to give up
So
your
have you
ego,
guys
then it'll take
read
you to the
Yaakov
other
Garb's report?
Because this is the point. You can't transform yourself.
Crickets. When there's crickets, it means no one's ready
You
to go
can't
ahead and
make
tell us.
yourself say. You
Never
can't
heard
make
of it.
yourself
I'll admit it.
love.
I've never heard of
You
it.
can't make yourself.
That's why she asked to see if we heard of it. Now she's going to tell us.
And yet it's absolutely necessary. It's
Yaakov Garb
absolutely
is a,
If we
I guess, a university professor or something along those lines. This was uploaded to the Harvard Dataverse on June 26th.
that we let go of ourselves.
Yeah, June 26th. So basically, he is a, I think he's Israeli, believe it or not.
Or even just accepting.
Let's look at this. So what we have is, I'm going to give you like the basics just to talk about it. So he's a professor, he's an Israeli environmental social scientist, and he compiled a geospatial data set of these 5, I don't know if you want to call them compounds, but the 5 compounds of the supposed aid to feed the Gazans, to offer the aid to the Gazan Humanitarian Foundation. So what he determined was that there's, like, up and down, this is just total violation, forced Geneva Convention violations. They're just, it's absolutely, it violates humanitarian principles up and down. There's really no debating it. There's just a long list of it violates the humanitarian, the humanity, impartiality, neutrality, independence, principles, collective punishment, Geneva Convention. mentioned,
Wait when things go completely to pieces, when things are the worst, when your very best deal falls apart and your rent is late
what we
and you're
understand
tired
happened
or
is
sick
in
and everybody
March,
managing
Israel
your car doesn't work,
stopped
then it's the person that picks themselves up
halted
and says
all the
nothing
aid
is going to
March
stop.
2nd.
You know,
Okay,
the best quality in the world that you can develop is to develop the quality of being unstoppable.
The West,
Develop the quality of
are
being
like, listen,
unstoppable. Say to
you
yourself
have
that
to,
no matter what life throws at
you
me, I'll
have
never
to
stop.
do something.
No matter how rough it gets, I
give
will
them
never
food.
quit. And
You
nothing
can't just
will ever stop
not
me.
give them
And believe
aid.
me, if you
So
decide to go
then
for the goals in your life, you're
Israel
going to get knocked
decided
down
to
over
respond
and
with
over and over
what
and
was
over again.
what they're
But with all
calling
those
the
obstacles,
Gideon
no success
Chariot
is possible.
Package.
Make the decision that
GIDEON
Honestly, it's a bit
Chariot
tricky, but what
Package.
you notice first
So
on the
that
picture may
is,
reveal your childhood traumatized.
basically what they decided was worse than that, right? So so you guys know about what is it called? It's called like the Morgi. There's the Nazarene thing, and then the up on the top. So wait, north, south, east, west, north, south. It's like this north. So it's north, it's up top, the Nazarene thing, and then on the bottom it's the Mogab. Is it called the Mogab? What is it, that one line? That tunnel, the militarized tunnel. Morty, you know what I'm talking about? Where's Morty? He left. Of course he's gonna fucking leave when we're talking about this. But anyway, so I'll just keep going. So, Israel stopped the aid, and everyone's like, listen, you're gonna do something. So they're like, okay, we're gonna open up these 5 aid distribution compounds under the Gaza humanitarian aid. So these are like, they're completely fenced in. They're like fortress architectures, and they have what they do is they set up these fatal funnels where you have to. It's basically it's so terrifying. The Morag corridor, right? You have the South Morag, north-south. You have the bottom, the Morag corridor, and on that other side there's like 4 of those compounds, and then there's one compound up by the south, the Netzarim corridor, and that's in central Gaza, okay? All of these are inside the IDF declared buffer zones. So civilians cannot, they're forbidden. They're not allowed to go there. This is fucking crazy to me. Like, I'm just banging my head, okay? So basically they're saying, come on, come get aid, but also you can't be here. So anytime they're juggling the ambiguity of being able to kill anybody that comes through, even if they're able to get, even if they're just trying to get food, right? So anyway, let's see.
On purpose, refusing to hear what they have to say. These were not people.
They violate every type of, like I said, all the humanitarian principles. The UN says that the relief has to be delivered with humanity, impartiality, neutrality, independence.
And then the evil other side, Zionists, and everybody else came down and silenced theirs.
To run these because this is total trash. Like you can't. This is crazy. To do this, it's collective punishment.
Protest because they suspected them of being Jews or Zionists, and they did illegal things such as trespassing, such as
sites, like I said,
their right of way.
Inside the buffer zone where people can't even
So I don't know why you keep putting this continual red herring out there. And I don't even like the Jews, to be respected, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of all the things that a people group does. That doesn't mean that they deserve to be followed home from their campus or blocked from entering their place of living. And I don't understand why you keep putting this
literally
red herring
it's a
narrative
mechanism
out
to
there.
literally starve everybody without, necessarily weakening Hamas, which that's what they're saying, that's why they did that. Because they don't want the food to get to Hamas. It has nothing to do with it. So anyway, the compounds are bare sand grids, with single fenced entry and exit, and that's what they call them, the fatal funnels. And then they have like their overlook these guard towers. There's no toilet, no shade, no water, no first aid, nothing. So they're basically military choke points, right? And they allow, so they talk about how these military choke points, that's why they call it the fatal funnel. They're like these proven crowd panic amplifiers, right? Which means that, like, if anybody's like to scuffle or something, it triggers lethal fire, and it just everybody gets like what happened like the 100, everybody just gets fucking demolished, right? And that's already been proven with the first days of the operation. Okay, so you're just killing civilians with this fake false scheme that you're claiming to protect. Each box that they give the civilians, it feeds 5.5 people for 3.5 days. So you have to continuously go back and re-enter the buffer zone over and over. So constant repeated exposure to lethal terrain, right, to fatal funnels, which is just crazy. So this isn't any type of aid. This is just another way to kill off Palestinians that are starving and hungry.
This is about 6 million people to be refugees from Syria.
Watching
If you think there was a variety of the Saudi government, which is part of the IRGC, influence, then that's on you.
And I want to remind you that this is from an Israeli. This is from an Israeli. He's Jewish, and he's reporting this.
Yeah, Bima, the whole idea is this, about this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. You remember when the US was aiding, and the UNRWA was the aid distribution agency, okay? When US suspended funds to UNRWA, US had allocated at that point in time $300 million. So to UNRWA, yeah. So these $300 million were not sent to UNRWA. That money was pending or waiting to be taken in the US. So that is how this Gaza Humanitarian Foundation was created, in order to get access to that money. And then they said it is not enough. We need totally about $500 million for this. And a lot of guys jumped into that. Many funds jumped into that because they saw a lot of potential to make money.
That is just so alarming.
Okay.
The news
So
is
this $300 million that was supposed to go to
University
UNRWA, that got transferred
about the study that just came out of
this
Sweden
foundation.
that is just so alarming.
The news is buzzing
Lund University now
also is an evangelical Christian.
The first demonstration in a human
and these people, and Tony Black, if you remember,
that the Pfizer vaccine in fact reverse transcribes and installs DNA into the human genome.
He is also involved in this venture. So are many other Israeli entrepreneurs and capitalists and so on. So this is basically a money-making agency. By the end of this venture, they would have probably said that we've spent $1,000 million to feed the Gazans. But that's not going to be true. But like you said, they are not in a position to go and get the food. They are now in a position where they cannot even eat food if it is fed into their mouth. That's their condition now. Majority of the Palestinians are so emaciated at this point in time. They cannot even walk. So they are supposed to go back every 3 days for 5, and some of these places, okay, some of these people have to walk anywhere between 5 to 10 kilometers one way to reach the distribution center and walk back. And every 3 days, every 3 days they have to do it. I mean, this is, like you said, Bima, absolutely right. This is designed to show that we are doing something humanitarian, but it is actually designed to kill Palestinians in another way without bombs.
I just want to correct yes, the guy who said curse started 2024. Yeah, he's right. Actually, May 14, 2024, the 4 years the curse started. So this is, we started the second year. So we passed the first year, and now we started the second year, and in June, the bomb is Tel Aviv. And we still see, we are watching. They think that killing people and make them to starve, and there is somebody protecting them like America. Of course, American people, they don't want to protect them. The corrupt politicians who's taking money from Arabic, one day they will be stopped. They will be even sued for that. And also they are using this kind of technology that any kind of solar wind can whip it up. Solar wind can happen anytime. And all those, satellites will vanish. And they will be alone. I believe that they will be alone. They will run like rats, maybe the last year or the year before. People coming after them, they will just really remember one thing, the starvation and killing of children of Gaza. They will not see anything else. I wonder when Rasul said, even the stone or the trees, they said, come and kill behind me one Jew. I wonder why we will kill those people. Why we will revenge? Because they are Jew? No. Because they are killing people. They are making more than 3 years now, they are killing people.
Triple one, I have to interject here, okay? When we talk about the Quran and what happened during Rasulullah's time, there is a context why certain verses were issued, why Prophet Muhammad said certain things, okay? When we don't mention the context, it becomes totally, the meaning gets changed. So let us not, delve into religion. Because people do not know religion. Many people do not know what the Quran says. When we speak about what the Prophet Muhammad said, they think Muslims want to kill Jews. You actually strengthen the argument of the Israelis that all Muslims are bad and Muslims want to kill Jews, which is not true. The point that you were referring to, it has a context, it has a history, okay?
And it's for the combatants. It's not for every
Yes, it's not for every non-combatant Jew. So I think we should never, drag in religion without giving the context in which it was said. And we have to see whether that context exists today in this situation for that particular sunnah or the hadith or that particular verse to be applied. That's very important. I'm sorry I had to interject this and correct you on this, but this is very necessary.
There's something to report, but I was just talking about, those hadiths was there, still there, right? And I wonder why will at the end of the end of the time or at the end of life we will face them and we will do this. Why? I wonder. I understood now. What's going on? They are killing our people, they are killing children, they are starving humans to death, and they are protected from, corrupt politicals.
I wanna.
That's very bad.
And I want to add to Triple One, a lot of the United States disagrees with the people. We do not support this, but for whatever reason, and I'm still trying to figure this out myself, there is a stronghold. I'm guessing it's Jewish lobbyists. I'm not sure, but there's a thing called AIPAC, right?
Yeah.
And there's the APAC pack, but then there's like hundreds of packs that operate under APAC, right? And the thing is that we have laws right now. We have the politicians have been bought and sold, but there are these things called BDS laws, right? It's called an anti-BDS law. It's almost the entire union. It's about 40 out of 50 states, which basically means that you are not allowed to say anything about pro-Palestine. You can't say free Palestine. You can't do anything. Otherwise, you lose government contracts. If you're like a government agent, if you're a teacher, if you are a federal employee, if you have government contracts for work, all of that.
Even that's what it's not the free Palestine. It's about boycotting the Israeli products and services. And I don't think it was about the free Palestine thing.
Well, but the BDS is all about Palestinian freedom.
I understand, but it's not. I don't think it says the free Palestine thing. It talks about how
it's a Palestinian-led movement.
If you have a government contract, run with the government. That's the rule. It's not just Israel. I actually looked into it last time. It's all the allies. So let's say you have a government contract that's related to Canada. You cannot boycott it because you have a government contract, and Canada is an ally to America.
Okay, all you gotta do, all you gotta do is follow the money, Amir. Follow the money. These anti-BDS laws, which specifically say that you can't do any boycott. What is it? BDS, boycott, divestment, sanctions, right? For Palestinian freedom, justice, equality, right? That's the idea. If you look at who championed this, the Congressman, and then you look at how that was funded, it was by two of the biggest Jews that are American Jews that are in the United States. Two of the most wealthiest. And this is the thing. It doesn't end there though. It doesn't end there. So not only do we have APAC, we're dealing with APAC, we're dealing with these anti-BDS, but you see what happens when we have our universities, when we have, I'm talking our Ivy League. Did you see how many Ivy Leagues within the past couple years? Columbia, Harvard, Yale, Cornell, UPenn, Brown, Princeton. Every time we want to sit there, they freeze our assets, they kick students out, they do all of that shit. They arrest hundreds of students, hundreds. It's suspensions, expulsions. They're revoking your visas. If you're right. And they've literally, and Trump has literally now at this point literally froze millions, billions. Cornell over $1 billion in assets. UPenn almost 200 million. Brown half, 500 million, half of $1 billion, right? All freezing these assets, telling all the research grants, the student aid programs, the infrastructure companies, all of that, they're taking it all away.
This Trump is not for Americans, it is for Israel. This is for his, their puppet.
And this is from the United States. This is the U.S. people saying, we see what's happening with the Palestinians, and we don't agree with it. But we are literally fucking locked, tied, and gagged by this.
Dima, are you a U.S. citizen?
I am a citizen. I mean, okay. I thought about renouncing my citizenship over 20 years ago, but unfortunately, because I'm in this community. I know people personally that have renounced their citizenship, but they are not even allowed back in the country.
Okay, let me add something to that, to what you just said about the BDS. Anti-BDS law is very strongly promulgated in the state of Texas and a few other states, and it is also practiced in some other states, but not so vigorously as in Texas. For example, I'll give you one example where you can go and look it up. One of the small towns in Texas, I think it's called San Marcos. San Marcos, the town council decided that $4.4 million that were supposed to go to Israel, that was previously, decided to be sent to Israel from the budget of Texas or San Marcos taxpayers' money. they decided that they should not be sent to Israel because our town has a lot of other needs. We need better roads, we need better schools and so on. So they passed a resolution to say that the previous resolution, which authorized sending $4.4 million to San Marcos, should be cancelled and this money should be used for the town itself. Immediately, the governor of Texas, I think his name is Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott sent a letter to the council, San Marcos Council, telling them this violates the anti-BDS law that exists in the state of Texas. And this he explained that in this anti-BDS law not only applies to individuals and companies, it also applies to the councils. The councils, even if the council people, the members of the council decide not to give the money to Israel, the council does not have a right under this law to stop the money going to Israel. So he said, if you do that, in spite of that, I'm going to hold back all the federal money and so on and so forth and so on. It's a long story. But why I'm saying this now is for you to be, if you did not know, they are trying to apply this not only to companies and individuals, but also to US government bodies themselves. That's point number one. The other point that I wanted to mention was, do you know what is IHRA, International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance? This is an organization that has, if you go into their website, they will tell you what anti-Semitism means. They have 11 to 12, I think, a dozen definitions for anti-Semitism. For example, I'll give you one or two examples of the definition of anti-Semitism as per the IHRA resolution. One definition is, if you say in the US that so-and-so American is more Israeli or more loyal to Israel than to US, that's considered an anti-Semitic thing in the as per this this resolution. So suppose you are saying that American Jewish people, or even Americans, or who support Israel, are not loyal to the US, that is anti-Semitic. And if you criticize Israel, that is anti-Semitic. According to IHRA, IHRA's working, they call it the working definition of anti-Semitism. Now the State Department in 2023 adopted it to be implemented within the State Department. Even though it is not a law, the officials working at the State Department, they have to follow this definition to arrive at an anti-Semitic act. Now, if I understood correctly, Trump, issued an executive order to apply this definition to all the universities and educational institutions and tied federal funding to compliance with this definition of anti-Semitism. So any university where this definition is not followed in toto, that university will lose federal aid. That's what Trump is doing with Harvard, with Columbia, and so on.
Brother Chris, San Marcos has never sent a single dime to Israel in the past. When you look into it, this thing that they were threatening, it was sort of like a symbolic thing I think they did. Because I checked the previous records, they've never sent a single dollar to Israel in the past.
No, I think they were going, it was allocated for Israel. I have to re-look that article, but it was allocated for Israel. But then the council passed a resolution saying that this money should not be sent to Israel. It should be redirected to the town itself, town's development. Anyway, I'll look into it again.
Yeah,
it was not sent. It was not sent.
No, it was never sent, and then even in the past, they've never sent a single dime to Israel. Because I wanted to check the previous history, see if they sent any money in the past. It says never. So this was sort of like a symbolic thing, right? Meant to represent San Marcos residents' share of broader federal funding, not a direct municipal transfer. And yes, no policy change, no funds were reallocated. that the governor gave threats, right, that he's going to take away the grants and whatever, right? But nothing really happened. He didn't really take any grants.
Okay, thank you for that update. Thank you.
He killed himself, and among a lengthy list of potential foul play, Bullet was never.
But the other thing that I looked into last time, I was debating, I think, science or something. I looked into it. Can we boycott an ally of the U.S. that says no if you have a government contract? Did you guys know about this? So if there's an, I'll talk about Israel before. If there's an ally of America, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, and you're a businessman in America and you're doing business with the government, you cannot boycott any of these allies. It goes against the law.
But you know, allies can change over life. So do they have a list of, do they publish a list of allies every now and then? Because for example, the government of Afghanistan, Taliban, was an enemy. Today they have become an ally. You know what I mean? So this is a very subjective thing, no? They will keep changing the allies, then they will say you have to follow those allies or comply with the law.
Yeah, no. So I'm talking about the Western allies, like Canada, Germany, UK, all these. I'm not talking about like the third world countries. The third world countries, they still have this divide. Because at the end of the day, America is a racist country. The foreign policies that are full of racist bullshit. Right, they treat each country like in a different manner. They should be treating all of them the same. Like Israel gets the upper hand up till 2018. The aid package that America used to give them, 3.6 billion. Only Israel had the opportunity to use this money in cash for their own expenses up till 2018. After 2018, they took that away. So now we give them credit, and with that credit, they can buy weaponry or whatever. But at the same time, there was a report, I think 5 months ago, where they funded, I think, Tel Aviv University up to $500 million or $400 million. From 7th of October up to now, we have given them $66 million. I don't know how much more money we're going to get.
Hold on.
66 billion?
Yes, 66 billion.
Quickly, I want to add something. So this is what's different with Israel. Yes, there's a whole government contract, right? That's one thing, but Israel is so deep where you could have a private business, LLC. You, as a private business, are not allowed to boycott Israel. Actually, 38 states have laws that penalize businesses that boycott Israel. That's not in place for any other country.
No, I'm saying if you have a federal contract,
Even without a federal contract, that's federal contract. I get that. They want you to trade with their allies. It is what it is. But they're talking about private business LLCs. So you as a private business.
It's a violation of our first. It's a violation of our First
It's a
Amendment
violation.
rights.
Yeah, that's why there's people arguing against it.
And we have had some winners.
Yeah, but 38 states have laws that will literally penalize you if you as a private business boycott Israel.
Does a private business has any government contracts?
No, not government contracts.
So if I had a store, right? Now, if I wanted to boycott, who's going to stop me? Because that's my personal business.
Yeah, but you understand something. It depends on the state. The 38 states that have it when you open up a business, right? So it would have to be obvious enough. A small business doing it, but if it's a large enough business that impacts Israel, but they're private, of course, it's going to be very, very, you're going to notice it. You're not going around and saying, I'm not buying Israeli products on purpose. You could say, I don't need things in my business, people don't buy them, right? But if you're a private business that does larger business that's not government contracts, there's 38 states that have laws that will literally get you in trouble, penalize you for boycotting Israel.
It's really
Yes,
difficult.
it's
I don't
unconstitutional. It's very much so unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional.
110%. What that puts, that, I mean, like all of our teachers, I know one teacher actually won, but I mean, for all the people that don't challenge it, that don't have the money, you know how expensive it is to even begin some sort of, you know, most people, listen, I gotta say this too, a lot of people hate America, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say because I have to go to bed. I promised my love that I wouldn't be on here for 12 hours tonight, but it's the last thing. I've been in, and I get in trouble, I've been in politics. I withdrew from politics. I went to school for politics. This was my thing. I thought young. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change America. So I spent $100,000 putting myself through school, cultural affairs, political science degrees, and multiple degrees. Right? Okay, so dual major. Okay, so listen. I have been an elections inspector for almost 15 plus years. Right? I stopped that. Right? I traveled all the states, not all of them, like maybe most of all on the East Coast, doing campaigns and elections. And what I noticed, okay, every level of office, this shit is corrupt, okay? And the majority of the people, they don't know this stuff. These are, and it's people want to like condemn America, like, oh, Americans, they don't know, they really don't. The majority of 9 out of 10 of them dumb Americans that go to the election, they're just dumb. Most people don't even make it to the election booth, okay? I've pulled canvas in a city of 60,000 people where less than 2,000 people voted year after year after year after year. This isn't a thing, okay? Like, people think that, oh, this is the majority of America. No, it's a very small, elite group of people that are making the decisions in this country. It is not the majority. Most people go out and vote for the presidential election, but it's so near and far few between, right? We have local elections, we have midterm elections, we have all these other types of elections, and nobody shows up for that shit. Nobody knows what's going on. You can't have a good conversation about this stuff that we're talking about here on this app with your normal American. They cannot handle the conversation. They don't know fucking what's going on. They're just trying to basically survive, okay? But it is the few elite that are coming, that are making these laws. Okay, so the Republican Party platform, it was, and now this was years ago, back when I was into politics and I ran for office. I held 2 elected positions, low level, okay? I was Republican at the time. But at that time, it was a prerequisite. You have to support Israel. There was no option. It's in the Republican Party platform. That was just what you have to do. If not, you're not going to be supported by the Republican Party. And the way that our system, our 2-party system works, is that we are so heavy. We piggyback off of, like tickets, off of, like during the campaign process, all the Republicans work together. It's very, I mean, like if you know, you know. But the idea is if you're, like, even if you're a Republican and you're trying to run for office and you don't toe the party line, you will be blacklisted, and they will make it their job to make sure that you don't get elected. And it happens. They will even go as far as getting the opposition elected, a Democrat elected. I'm talking full Republicans will go as far as if you don't support Israel, okay? So this is, because I'm telling you, like, this shit is fucked, but please consider that when you're thinking about and condemning all Americans. The majority of these people are just dumb, stupid adults walking around trying to survive this massive oppression. Relative to the world. There's obviously worse choices, but still, we don't have choices here. We're fucking oppressed.
Yes, I looked at the laws. It doesn't say that if you're private entity, LLC, or how do you know that's not? Hold on. No, I already checked the laws. If you're a private entity, you're doing private business, as long as you don't take any government grant or government contract, then, Otherwise, you can boycott all day long as a private business. And I actually looked into this before, and I pulled it up right now. I can give you.
How do we stop the suppression? How are we going to...
Can you stop? Z, please relax, man. Talking to you, sir. Can you hang on? Hey, Z.
Everybody talk about the problem.
Bro, stop. Bro, I'll give you the mic in a bit. You can boycott any motherfucker out there if you're private entity or LLC. We're just gonna go back to it. So look, here's what I came up with this, right? It says if your LLC applies for state grant or government contract for supplies, bro, can you meet up? Like, what you on about? If your LLC applies for a state grant or government contract for supplies, IT services, consulting, you might be required to sign a no-boycott of Israel or pledge as a condition. Other than that, you private entity, you state that it doesn't matter what state, because the judges they have argued that it violates your freedom of speech.
It does, but look at what this is. I'm reading it directly, right? So it's saying the can't boycott Israel law. It's not a single law, it's multiple. Okay, it says it's a body of laws and policies in the United States that restrict or prohibit boycotts. These laws target individuals, businesses who participate in boycotts. So the reason it's not 38 states participate in this. So I know obviously.
Did you read the details of the
yeah, so obviously we take a contract that had various provisions. What's happened is they've doubled down, and this is where the courts, they're talking about this right here. These anti-boycott laws have faced legal challenges, with critics are arguing that they violate the First Amendment right of freedom of speech and association. They are targeting 38 states.
It still violates freedom of speech in a sense, because you're doing business with the government.
Of course.
Right? But what I'm saying is private LLC, or if you have a private business, you can boycott them as long as you don't have any government contract. If you don't, because when you sign a government contract, they make you sign a thing where you cannot boycott any of their allies.
The universities are private. They're getting penalized.
They're getting penalized for the pro-Palestine protests. That's the problem. That's different.
So how are we going to stop
it's a different thing.
It's anti-Israel. These
guys. That's what I'm trying to talk about.
I'm talking about it's a different. You see the different situation there.
How do we stop this suppression?
Bro, what is this guy on about, man?
Like, what are we gonna do? We talking about the problem. Nobody talking about the answer. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you. I got lost. Captain Freaking, I'm asking you that if your private contractor, the university situation is different because they're pro-party protesting, they're trying to stop that, right? I'm talking about it as a private business. If you want to boycott, I'm not talking about me standing, in front of my business. I'm standing around. I'm allowing people to, hang out in front of my business and, say free Palestine. You see the difference there? There's two different types of scenarios here.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, but that's different. That's a different type of thing. I'm talking about private business, like I own a store, or let's say if I own an LLC, a larger, car rental company. As long as I don't do any business with the state government or any type of government contract, because when I do government contracts, they're gonna make me sign a deal. I cannot boycott Israel. You see what I'm saying? That's still a violation of freedom of speech. But if I don't do any government contracts and I'm doing it directly to the people, I can boycott Israel, and they cannot do anything because that falls under freedom of speech. You see what I'm saying? Because I just looked it up, I'm like,
this right now, okay? Private businesses, technically you can, but there's legal restrictions. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna send you the details, and it's so much more nuanced than it being as simple as can you or can you not. This is literally talking about private businesses that have nothing to do with the government. You could go ahead and do it, but they literally have legal provisions in place. There's state and local laws depending upon, the state you're in. It's about, are they gonna pursue it and go that deep, or are they gonna use this to just kind of like put fear in people to keep them in order? Have they gone far enough to pursue it? I haven't. States with laws. that you will get in trouble for doing something for your business. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not selling weapons to like an enemy or anything, right? You're not doing any type of, fraud or anything. And even when it comes to universities, it's freedom of speech. It's not hate speech. They're making anything look anti-Israel. The fact that Harvard has sued for over $3 billion, and the judge who's overseeing it is literally saying this is a violation, that the government cannot withhold funds because of freedom of speech. They're being pushed any which way.
I pulled up on two AIs right now, and they're both saying the same thing. But I'll look into it more to see if you can send me that document that you're talking about. But they're both saying no government contracts. Yes, you can go a private LLC, private citizen, or consumer. It gives me the yes on boycott. I can boycott Israel.
You can, but there's these laws that they're bringing in. That's what I'm saying.
No, private. I'm talking about private. Private. I was talking about private. I'm not talking about the government contract or the university. I'm talking about private business.
Okay, I'll find that document too.
Sure. Because we gotta spread the information, right, and which is accurate.
Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna talk shit.
That's
what I do, right? So
I know. So I got two AIs. They're telling me the same thing. Do you have a ChatGPT, Ace? Okay, do you use any type of AI? No, okay. Alright, let me see if I can find you an article from Google about it.
this is the article, right? The government contracts absolutely, but this is the issue that comes into play. I'll send this to you. They said 35, but now they got 30, right? So they forbid obviously any state government contracts or investment with private companies that would on Israel or occupied territories. Human Rights Watch in 2019 urged that states to cancel anti-boycott laws that penalize companies that want to end their involvement in the Israeli occupation. So they've gone down to Airbnb, which is a private company. They did not want to list their properties in Israeli settlements. Israel went to the U.S. and got them to intervene. So they basically got Texas, Illinois, Florida. They retaliated against Airbnb. They don't have any contracts with. There's no government contract. I'll send you this article.
Cool. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Amos?
Just it's on the plane about it. It's quiet now, start talking, everybody quiet, huh? Nobody dare to start argument against Amos. Wednesday, open your dirty mouth for Wednesday. AC, open your dirty mouth, AC. Yes, morning, what do you want to say, morning?
Hey, what's up, Amos? What you been up to?
I'm looking to somebody to quarrel with. Can you arrange me somebody?
Sure. Amos, do you think that starving children is okay?
Do you think to starve hostages is okay?
Yeah, do you think it's starving hostages is okay?
And what do you think about the children? I think about my hostages.
Apparently you don't care about the children. Okay, I know you're a Nazi. So in relate to the children, they relate to the hostages. If the food doesn't go through, how are the hostages going to be fed?
If I'm a Nazi,
Did I make a shower of gas to kill Palestinians, to put them in a gas shower?
Do you know how much blood is there in the
Or maybe you deny that the Nazis did these showers. Maybe you deny. Maybe
you know how much blood
Mahmoud Abbas denied that there was Holocaust at all. Maybe you also denied that it happened.
Do you know how much blood is in Gaza right now? How much bloodshed?
How much? What?
You know how much blood has been shed in Gaza? How much blood?
Do you know how many Jews get killed in the Holocaust?
Yes.
You said I'm a Nazi? You said I'm a Nazi? How many Jews get killed in the Holocaust?
If you change your mindset, then you become a non-Nazi.
Let me ask you a question. Answer me. Don't answer me what you want. Answer me what I ask. How many Jews get killed in the Holocaust? You said I'm a Nazi, yeah? How many Jews get killed in the Holocaust? Say numbers. You like numbers. 20,000, 30,000. You like numbers. Tell me what the number. Tell me, ask you a question. Answer me. How many Jews get killed in the Holocaust? You say I'm a Nazi, yes? You blame me that I'm a Nazi, yes? You blame me right now I'm a Nazi, yes?
Well, Hitler killed Jews, you want to kill Palestinians.
I ask a question, answer me. How many Jews get in the Holocaust? Say number. Number!
Okay.
Only a number I'm looking, not a philosophy, Muslim philosophy. I have number!
6 million.
Oh, okay. How many get in Gaza till today?
500,000. I mean 500 million.
As I told you, you're a liar, you're born liar, and you stay liar the rest of your life. You're a liar. And for you, the numbers is a joke. It's a joke to laugh about. The numbers of death and to compare the Holocaust to the 7th of October, to talk only about one side in this room. Only Hamasnik, you're murderers, killers, you're rapers. You're discussing what you did with 7th of October 23, not 48, 23.
47, you raping women. 48, you did ethnic cleansing. 49, well, whoever was left over, you loaded up onto the truck and you threw them in Gaza and Egypt.
You liar.
Kept on doing it until 1956.
You liar. You liar.
You're a liar. You acted
You're a
Nazi.
liar.
You were a Nazi.
You're a liar, Amir. You and all the room, 90% of what you're speaking and you don't let any other one to respond for you is lies. Lies and lies and lies. There is no one get killed on purpose. There is a lot get killed because there is a war and there is a chaos, a lot of getting killed. Not murder as you put this picture on, as a Nazi. It's not a war. So what are you doing with the hostages? What are you doing to the hostages? What are they doing to the hostages? Who is the Hamas? Who are the Hamas? Who are the taking children, give them a gun? Who is the Hamas? Oh, now start talk truth first. That we agree about the fact who is the Hamas? Who is the Hamas?
You are a Nazi.
I'm a Nazi, yes. And I get again, how many get killed in the Holocaust? You said 6 million, yes?
No, not 6 million.
And then I ask how many get killed, you say 500,000, you know? Why you don't say 6 million also die now in the war, yeah? There is only 2 million Palestinians, but maybe we kill 6 million, yeah? Because you are a liar. You and all this room are liars. Yeah. You and Wednesday and Fias and all this, you talk high. I have an art. I read an art here. I read an art there. I read the Israeli article newspaper. He said it. It's him who said it. It's not me. It's him. So many lies and lies on lies, you know. And nobody can respond to you. Nobody. How many lies you can say in 1 minute? How many lies? I catch you right now. You million, 6 million only Jewish. But if you take all the niggers, I'm not allowed to say niggers in the room. How many niggers get killed in all this? Because I think 12 million.
Stop using the N-word. Stop.
The Nazis didn't call niggers. The Nazis didn't kill niggers.
So should they call it like that's weird.
The Nazis didn't kill niggers and lesbians and consonants. They didn't. The N-word. What is the N-word? What is the N-word? What's the N-word? You liar! Only lies and lies and lies and lies in this room. Nobody responds for these lies. Yes.
The city must go in and leave them out to pull up the bit about the train. Anything like good, everything is very shouting. How much did you use a sub on 7th October? Maybe said you lost the sun. Is it true? How much? How much?
I read something online. Is it true? Or it's just
It's just that night. So did you lose your son on 7th October? How much? How much?
What do you want?
Did you lose your son on 7th of October?
It doesn't matter what I
It doesn't matter. Did you lose your son? Did you lose your son?
I didn't lose my son.
Don't lie. Maybe told me you did.
I lost my nephew.
Okay, Bibi said you lost your son. Okay, it's a nephew. You think it was worth it for your nephew to become a soldier? I think so.
What? What's the question?
Was it worth it for him to serve in the ideas of military, and God, God punished people? Was it worth it because the medical director was on?
My nephew, his officer, was the first one who showed him his record because when he told me about these things, I recognized it's only not only this was a mission keep the fence was the first one who died. So they say that he was the first one to recognize that Palestinians that we must protect them. Not the fence. Take all his soldiers back to the kibbutz. Yes, there were a few Hamas were a lot of those killing. Yes, this is my nephew, and I don't know how to do it.
How does it make you feel? How does that make you feel?
It didn't change but you don't understand nothing in the inside politics, not me, and his father is much more leftist than me, more active, and more demonstrate, to other villages in the West Bank, my family, but know nothing my family. But they connected with Iraqi and
So,
about Israel.
how do you understand that? Because I heard you, the nephew that you lost, he was your brother's son, right? Why was he so big in the idea that he was for Palestine, that he was for Palestine?
What does it have any connection with
It has-
Israeli?
No,
It's a law in Israel. You see how stupid dummy you are. It's a law in Israel. Everybody must go to the IDF.
go to jail.
You don't understand. You don't understand that. That's what the Egyptians. That's what the anti-Zionists right now, like the Muslims, who are anti-Israel, anti-Zionist. That's what you say here. And to go to jail, that's what the really they say. We will die and we will not go to the IDF. That's what we are saying. Those people who are like the Muslims hate the Zionism. And talk about the religions that every Lord put my son in jail, and they can not go to the military because the people who they send to the coalition, they are not going to the military, and my child have to get killed in the military. You don't understand nothing inside politics. But it's the law. You must go to the IDF, whether you like it or not.
No, you do
But
it.
you stupid dummy. You stupid dummy. You're so dummy. You understand nothing.
Go to jail.
Those people, I tell you that most of the reasonable people, and I didn't find it, maybe one or two, that served in the first line, like I did. And they saw the Palestinians suffer. It's impossible there will not be leftists. So who did they attack the Northport? But you know, you helped me a lot. The Northport attack the kibbutzim, attack those people who helped them. Who helped them and give them work and give them good life. I have one friend who is really Azati who was in Jamal, it's a long time. He don't have internet. The real Palestinian, the Azati, they can't go in Clubhouse. They don't have internet. I had once in the beginning, if you remember, I opened rooms with Jamal. If you remember. But then in Palestinians, you're discussing, not only the leftists, not discuss even the Israeli Palestinian, because you know nothing, you understand nothing. It's just lies, lies, lies.
He's killing and the Palestinians are suffering. Why would you send him go to jail? Why do you send him? Just a minute. Why do you have to live over there? Go move to somewhere else. Like, it's your stubbornness. It's your stubbornness.
You always like to go to 48, and you don't understand that you stupid dummy. You united leftists and rightists together. And when you united us together, you as dummy because you don't have mind. You don't know what's happened. We are united. You saw what's happened in Iran. You know what's happened in Lebanon. You know what's happened to the Houthis in Yemen. You know, it's impossible. Today, Israel is maybe the strongest country in the world, I think. But you're so dummy, you don't understand that you don't have any chance against me in the war. I beat you everywhere. You can include but I'll beat you. 75 years you're trying to beat me. In the 7th of October you succeed for 24 hours, maybe 48 hours to kill me. What's happened today? What the results of this attacking you, dummy? In your Muslimite, you born as a Muslimite that understand nothing. You're not educated. You're nothing. You just hate Zionism. That's the only thing you know. You dummy. I'm the most leftist in Clubhouse, and you can't speak with me. With me, you can't speak. You are so liars. I will shout as much as I want to. Because you're born Muslim. Give you born Muslim. And you have a little mind. What's the mind? Little mind. There are 72 virgins waiting for you in the sky. Why don't you go and visit the 72 virgins in the sky? Why? Why not go there?
Let's talk about your nephew. So somebody.
We talk about brothers, not about my nephew.
Your brother is a pro-Palestinian. I first spoke to your brother, okay? His son, pro-Palestinian leftist, okay? What is the fucking point of you serving in the IDF when you know they've been suffering, they've been killing the Palestinians for over 73 years? What is the fucking point? Go to fucking jail. At least, in jail, you won't have to regret it. If you're outside, you're going to be regretting the decision that, oh, fuck, I had to kill this baby.
You hear one word that I regret now? One word that I regret.
You hear one word, you tell me Muslim. You tell me Muslim. You heard one word that I regret that I served all my life
Your nephew. You lost your nephew.
I lost my nephew. Do you hear one word of regret that I'm serving my idea?
Yes, yes.
Do you hear?
You sound very hurt.
You sound like a broken man. I tell you, I am, because I'm the only one here who
You are drinking a lot of alcohol, and you are doing a lot of drugs, and a lot of drugs.
Tell me how old are you and where you from? Tell me how old are you and where you're from, and I prove you that you're a Islamic Muslim.
I like to drink vodka. I am Amos, and I like to kill big. I am Amos.
Tell me something. How old are you? Tell me.
My voice is like a devil. My voice is like a devil.
The only one I can concern is Shuki. You have the voice like Shuki. You're talking like Shuki.
We need Amos to shout. We need Amos to shout. Not you, Kim. Amos, my question to you. Hold on, Kim, please hang on, bro, hang on. Amos, the problem is, people like you, right, that think your brother is still pro-Pali. Why did he not change his position? Because he knows what the Palestinians are suffering, right? He did not.
Stupid.
You stupid idiots.
And in 2 minutes I have to leave.
Because your brother is pro-Pali. He's the one that lost his son, not you.
Why don't you talk about me? Why don't you talk about me, not about him?
You cannot leave. You have to stay here.
Dummy, you stupid dummy. You're the
Stupid dummy. If you don't stay here.